Welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to continue our play of Duskers here. We left off. We visited every ship in the first system, so that's a great start. Now we can move on to bigger and more challenging things. Didn't do so hot in the last ship. Made a mistake. I assumed that everything was safe when I had no reason to believe that, and got my number one drone pretty beat up. So the first thing we're going to do is going to go look at him and see what we have to do to try to get him tip-top shape. Let's see, Brandon here. It's going to cost us a lot of scrap to get them repaired, which is no brainer, because really we didn't even get that much scrap from scavenging this ship. And if you're going to look at it in terms of a, scrap perspective, going there was kind of a wash. But on the other hand, we did pick up Tim. Tim brought some utilities, and Tim, we can convert him into scrap too. So if you're going to look at it in that way, then okay, we probably still pull it ahead. But either way, the point of the story is really that I shouldn't have done that. I should be more careful, and I screwed up. But hey, that's gonna happen, well, pretty much constantly, right? So let's execute these repairs. I don't think there's anything else here we really want to do. Yeah, I think we're good here. We don't want to create anything. So let's go back. Let's look at the drone configs. There are things on here that I would like to dump off on the drones, because our drones are pretty full, except for the one that never moves and does anything. So Tim here comes with, he's not repaired, we can't use him, but he does come here with his stun mines, which I'm not that interested in. I'll keep them, of course, for now, but for the most part, we're not going to keep them open. Pry is probably more useful than I want to admit. Probe is probably as well. I don't think we're going to keep toe on him. It's going to be a scout-ish kind of how he can scout around, maybe, if we need. We'll see. Interface, Sonic, what does Sonic do? Repels? I feel like somebody should want this, right? I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if we leave it a room, then it, something walks into it, pisses it off, or activate a Sonic, or if we're in the room with it and it starts coming at it, she can just kind of activate it. If I don't know if it happens automatically, do I have to scramble to type Sonic? If that's the case, then she might as well be dead. There's no way I'll type it out correctly in time. I'll panic. It's the first thing I'm going to do is just absolutely panic. And most importantly, this guy doesn't really need tow. We got a lot of tows on us. So interface tow. Probe. Pry. I'm sure I could be setting this up a little bit better, but this is at the very least more than fine for now. Really what we want to do is get going and go to the next galaxy, right? So we have two to choose from. Didn't mean to jump. Crap, I meant to inspect. Well, we're here now. I wanted to do this so I could take a look and see what it is we're dealing with. Hoping I would find ships here that were stable, like this one. Okay, these first two are stable. And there's a couple others here that are stable. And that's really what I wanted to see. Let's go back. There's so many buttons. Let's inspect this one, see if this is one that I would have liked to have gone to as well. Stable, volatile, quarantined. So this is probably the one I would have gone to anyways, which makes me feel a little bit better about just, fat fingering the wrong key and going there by mistake. Nonetheless, we're here. Lots of funny looking ships with unknown infestation types. This one has two. That's interesting and scary at the same time. Nonetheless, let's board, right? We're here to board. Let's do it. Jumping between galaxies replenishes your propulsion fuel too, so we're at 6 out of 6 there. That's good. We don't have to really worry about that too much. And we should be good just to get going, so let's get going. What do we have here? Scanning inclusion. Infection types 1. Hull integrity good. The name is Pompeii. That's a little ominous. Jeb, this message is from the emergency relay. It's forwarding its in its entirety. I let the bodies go. I'll get them off the ship and minimize the risk of infection. I've relayed the situation to all ISHO outposts. Hopefully they can get the data that I need to understand the pattern and stop this from spreading further. I need to get to my lab. We don't have much time. Dr. J. Holmes. Linking with the theory index pandemic infection in bodies suggests further inquiry. ISHO cross-reference to International Space Health Organization. Recommending course of action. Investigate medical communications for further data. Well, we will if we can. Ship. But for now, let's just begin. Actually, I'm lying. What I'm going to do, which I forgot to do, is move my head to there. I think is where I was going to move it. I remember seeing down here in the bottom left, seemed to cut off a lot more stuff when I watched the first video a little bit. And hopefully everything else is still in good shape. Also, if you left a comment for the first video and you was like, hey, none of these drones have been named, what the hell happened, Absurdum? Well, it's because it's only been about 2 hours since I've recorded that, and it hasn't been posted yet, but bear in mind, they will get named. It will happen. So what do we have here? Well, we have things and stuff, right? I'm going to be cautious as all hell, and we're going to motion right off the bat. So we don't know about the one below us, but we can assume that this one over here is safe because nothing has come out to kill us yet. There's an interface there. There's a place to gather fuel. Though if we gather it, I don't know if we're going to even be able to hold anything. Unless it's jump fuel, and it's not, so maybe that wasn't the right idea. So let's navigate 3 to R5 and see what that interface does for us. Meanwhile, let's take a little bit more look around here. So there's one infection type here. We don't see anything else. Interface 3. You go and do that. We're going to check out everything else, get a good look. So you can scan, let's do that. You can survey. Scanning errors, no new items. Fancy, fancy. Found 3 rooms. Okay, so it does move over a bit more. I was going to say, that was a weird positioning for the map. This place seemed awfully small. Indeed, it's not. Brandon, let's get you back in here. I want to get a more detailed motion tracking. We're starting to run low. We're already at 38. Say, Absurdum, it's because you're kind of a pansy. Yeah, so we got 3 rooms that were inconclusive. Pretty much every room. That is not exactly what I wanted from life. However, this place seems to be just another, what, 1, 2, 5 more rooms. But we do know that there is something somewhere. The question is just what exactly can we do about it? Because we don't have anything that can really defend us. If something chases us, we just kind of have to run. And we can try to vent something through an airlock, which if we can find out that there is indeed something there, we could do that. Especially if we know we're not going to lose anything doing that. But anyways, let's talk more rock. What does probe do for us? I think help probe. Probe drops a probe and scans accessible. Well, you're cut off. Hold on. Accessible what? Accessible rooms. Pick up. Picks up the active probe. Drop. Pick up. Syntax. Blah blah blah. Will attempt to navigate through any open doors. So, okay, that doesn't make me feel like it's the most useful thing. I'll get on out here. So basically, we can drop a probe, open a door, let it go through. Right? Imagine it can be attacked. It's going the wrong way. Shoot, that scared the crap out of me. D7. Let's not confuse where I can go. A1. D12. Will you go down there, probe, please? I'd rather lose you than a ship. Okay, so it's definitely under attack. Well, that does tell us something, right? I'm gonna take a gamble, which is always the right call, right? Always take a gamble, and just see what's in here. Seems to be nothing. I'll close the door just in case I'm wrong. Okay, so this room's clear. We need a way to know if that changes though, right? I want to put a probe in there. Maybe this is a bad idea. If this is a bad idea, tell me. If there's an obviously better way to find out whether or not I'm doing this correctly, let me know. But let's drop a probe. No, no, no. No, 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 probe. That's not what I want you to do at all. I'll get this down one of these days. Probe, go back to the other room. Probe, don't go in there. You had one job, probe. It was to stay in room 4. You'll figure it out. I'm not concerned about you, probe. This was a leadership bail on my part, really, right? It's not. Let's open that. No, 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 probe. I don't want you to go in there. Well, of course, that's what it's going to do, right? That should have seemed obvious. Run, probe. Ah, probe didn't make it. Okay, so Absurdum, you're running out of options here. I could just vent to that room, right? I think I could just open up A4. Unrecognized. Oh, well, that's because it says DA4. Warning, opening your lock or depressurized room. Let's do it. Oh, radiation. I didn't think about that. Okay, so let's do D8. Send our scout in here, because why not? Close D8. Just in case it's a dangerous situation. Just in case I didn't get what was ever in here. I imagine I did. We lost the probes, right? We lost everything that was in here. Let's motion. Okay, so we know the other rooms are clear. That's a good start. That's D15, D11, D10. And let's take a good look. D12. At least we know we're safe now. So hopefully we can manage enough scrap. Oh, we can't fit you in there. Brandon, you need to lose weight. I'm sorry, Brandon. I feel your pain. Hopefully we can pick up enough scrap to replenish what we really lost with those probes and the scrap that we lost in that room. But we didn't really have a way that I could think of to better deal with that monster, and our only other option at that point was leave. We were already at the drones, right? Either way, or the probes. So either way, we were going to get those out safely. 15. So let's G11. Let's get nav 1, 2, 2. You can't go out that way, friend. We've already established this. Well, T7's not open, so I don't blame you for trying, I suppose. I think I'll try it again. Try it that way. No. We'll make it simple then to R4. Oh, I guess D8's still closed, so that might be why you didn't try that way either. Yeah, we'll make it simple for you. We'll Tokyo Drift Holly there. Yes, perfect. And we'll check out this last room. We do have some things in here. Ooh. So we can remote power this. I don't really want to be honest. Let's see. Info, vent, scrap, power inlet. I'm not exactly sure how these vents work. I believe I can use them to do things and stuff. Okay, so let's get nav all to, oh, hold on. I changed my mind. Let's open A1 first. And nav all to R1, except for you. Brandon, we're going to take you over. So we can grab that scrap in the other room. I don't think there's any real need to power the other generator, since we've already dealt with those other rooms. You know, if that monster was over there, it might not have been able to squeeze through here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of monster it was. Obviously, because we vented it. But let's gather. Gather, not father. I'll probably do that every episode. What does the vent do? Oh, vent. we do with the vent? Why is it here? Well, regardless, I think we've done enough damage here. Let's just end. And then we'll exit. So all in all, not the most protective use of our time, but it didn't really cost us any fuel to get there. Collected 2 scrap. I believe we used more than that, but that's right. So where's the next friendly place for us to go? This one's volatile. I'd really rather not go to somewhere volatile unless we absolutely have to, which we will. That's going to be a thing we have to do, but not yet, right? So let's travel here and see what this place offers us. Let's check out the drones real quick. I'm sorry, not the drones. Let's go back. The modifications. Make sure there's nothing we really need to repair, because we might need to. Right, let's go to here. Failure probability. Let's add to. Let's see what that does, just to make sure I fully understand. Okay, so it does add it, but it didn't fix it any. The failure probability is still going to go up, and eventually we will have to fix it. That's fine, right? That's fine. So we could have used something like sun, but I imagine that's... it's got 20% failure rate, which is actually pretty terrible. Or sonic, maybe. I don't know. Let's just keep it... We'll keep it simple for right now. There are 2 infestation types, which is about 2 more than I prefer. But, you know, that's not going to stop me, right? Let's go in there. Let's go in there and see what the... What's a space station? Oh, well, yeah, let's go check out the space station. This place could be huge. I thought it was a ship called Space Station because I'm a moron. Alright, let's see. There's a bunch of communications. Fix the food replicator on B-ring. Just a hiccup in the communicator. Firing crazy signals to the modulator, molecular assemblers, blah, blah, blah. No problem now, though. Made myself an amazing slice of lemon meringue before blah, little fellas are firing on all cylinders again. Doubt anyone will complain. As fine as that pie. I'll fire a report out to Leyland when I get back with engineering. Let them block their baby's irk. All good. Thinking in theory, okay, grew. Molecular assemblers referenced. Requires further investigation. Recommended course of action. Gather further log data about molecular assemblators from space station or fuel depots. Well, sounds simple enough. Either way, we're here. So let's begin. Let's see what awaits us here. Already one open door makes me nervous. I see something over there we seem to be able to scan. Ah, scrap. Beautiful, beautiful scrap. And bullshit doors. So let's gather all. And let's check up here. So there's power generator. You didn't generate this though. You should have. But you never saw it. That's not your fault. However, we're in a good pace to motion. So we know D7 is fine. Unless there's a door connected to it that's open to a place that's not fine. Which it could always be the case, right? We don't know. And there's more infections somewhere. Unless they're both in that room, but I doubt that. I doubt that we would be that lucky. That being said, there's nothing more here for us. Not in this tiny room, at least. Okay, so we know there's something in R4. We do not know if there's something in whatever room's below us. And we do not know if there's something in R5. So let's take one. Let's navigate back to R3. And then we'll see if we can play some magic here. D7. Close D7 for funsies. Open up D8. See if we can get D8 to move out. Hopefully. We don't know what's in here. might not be something that's nice enough to move out on us, but it seems like we got away for now. So let's take a look. Let's see if the juice was worth a squeeze. We could have just always vented them, right? So hopefully some fuel. Let's gather the said fuel. Oh, we got a jump cell. 2 jump cells. Oh, that's excellent. Let's go Z13. D13. Now we have options, right? How per se? We may have to pry open D10. That just might be life. Generator 2, turn off. Okay, so we can't open up any doors like that without pry, which is unfortunate. I mean, which we could always try to do, right? We could always bring Holly down there. Oh no, because we can't trap them, and that's what you're trying to do, Absurdum. Pay attention. Focus. So that means the only way that I could try to get them out is into R3, which I don't think I'll know if I'll be able to do or not. Let's navigate into R2. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. To be quite fair. 11 motion. D12. Maybe we can get some idea if it moves from one room to the other, but probably not, because they're both inconclusive, and we have no idea if it happens, right? So it's, okay. Okay, well, it went somewhere. It either went back in or went out. Let's get, crap. Let's get D9 open. Oh, not D9. You know what? This is an idea. We could always be patient and see if something moves into R6. Because if something moves into R6, we know it's not in R5 anymore, right? There it is. Okay, so D6 is most likely okay. Let's do that. It's most likely okay. We don't know for sure. I could be walking Brandon into his death. And for what? There's nothing even in here. How disgusting. All that for nothing. Okay. Well, we do have an option about A4, and it's called open it. Oh yeah, we're gonna open it. No power. Damn. How do we know if it? Oh, because it's not brightly lit. Well, that's okay. He can just stay in R6 for as far as I'm concerned. And I am not concerned. Let's get bot 1 here to R3. Or spam a little more motion. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Get D8 open. Get ready to close D8. And then we'll vent to A5, because we do have power to A5, and it's empty. So screw that noise, right? Screw you, guy. We don't like you anyways. And we should be okay to do D13 and D8, hopefully. Hopefully. Now, there could have been monsters, more monsters in those rooms, and I didn't vent all of them. But I'm assuming that's probably not the case. Ah, a terminal. Well, that's interesting. Well, you know what? Let's check out what that's about. Let's get 1, 2, R1. Let's get nav 2 and who has interface 3, 2, R7, and see what the good news down there is. Okay, there is a vent down there, which once again doesn't mean much to me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the vents. These guys are dancing around in room 3. which is confusing to me. Oh, they canceled navigation for some reason. They saw each other. Drone 3 seems to just be running itself into a wall or something. Also seems very reasonable. So let's switch over here. Let's get around Ian if we can. We cannot, of course. It's tight spaces here. Okay, so let's generate 2. Let's interface. And what do we have? Ship. Scan. Sounds good. And survey, which is a little late now. Okay, so we did find some extra things though, right? Well, one extra thing. Okay, so let's and we'll get these guys back, and then we'll move the ship over just because I don't want to wait. I mean, we could have just already moved the ship over, but we could dock to E2 once these guys get in. We'll have our number 1 bot go out there and just pick up whatever scrap that is, and I think we're good. I think we're doing all right. Let's open up A2. Let's get a number 1 American douchebag out there. There we go. Gather this last piece of scrap because I'm gonna need every freaking piece that I get, I'm sure. And get the heck out of here. Could have done that better, I feel like. Could have gone worse though. It's been about 27 minutes. Let's see if we can sneak in one more place. How far away? So we got only a couple places that are going to be 2 fields away. Both are volatile, which does not make me happy. This one only has 1 infection type. So let's go here. And if the ship starts breaking apart on us, we have to bolt, we have to bolt. But that's what it's going to come down to. As for you, good drone, let's move out. Let's go to modifications. If I can find the keys, it makes it in the way. Upgrade. That's... God, do I want to do the repairs already, though? We don't have a lot of scrap. It's only it's not even 20%. You know, I think we're just going to have to risk it. It's just... I've already wasted so much scrap. We don't have a lot to go around. A 70% chance is just gonna... We're just gonna have to roll the dice. So, no communications here that we can use. That's unfortunate, but we are at Nandi. It's a ship. Nope, I'm sorry. It's a satellite control center. That's all right. So, nothing happens at first, I think, until you hit begin. Or, you know, until you make your first command. That's not so bad. So, let's take a quick look around. This is a pretty big place. Let's get you down here. Nothing down here we need, right? Gather. Let's gather that. Excellent. Great start. Already getting some scrap. The way I see it, if we leave here now, we're already ahead, right? Not quite, but that's okay. So this room is indeterminate, but D23 is not. D23. Oh, it was already open. I got distracted by this message over there, and I wasn't sure why it was telling me about it. I mean, we could be getting a false positive, too, in that room down there. I'm trusting it as if it's fully legit. I don't know, there could be something running around right now, destroying stuff. We would hear it, but, you know, I don't take a whole lot of confidence, you know, or... Don't take a whole lot of solace in that fact. I guess is what I'm trying to slowly say. I'm going to navigate 3, 2, or 5. We want to interface with that bad boy. While we search this room. And you know what? We might actually remote this room. Just to keep somebody from getting down here. Let's interface 3. See what we can find out. This place is pretty big. Defense, huh? Survey. Interesting. But we don't know what defense is. We know it's not in the rooms we've been in, so let's turn it on. Oh. Oh, there's 2 defenses. R4 and R9. So R4 and R9 are both safe now, right? That's what I'm getting. So we can go there. Excellent news. Let's open up D25 because we know that's safe. And see what... God, this place is huge. I hear something whirling around, and that makes me very nervous. Okay, so there's nothing in there, right? Oh, that must just be the generator running. Oh my god, it's making me so freaking scared. I don't do well with this. It's probably the scariest game I will probably ever play because I'm a huge scaredy cat. I do not like anything that is even slightly scary. Even just weird noises. Let's see if it's safe back here. Let's hope so. Okay, so far so good. So let's stick with that. Let's gather. Let's get D31 open. Let's navigate 3 to 6. Let's get D19 open because we know room 4 is clear. And let's get going. While he moves over, interface with 3 there. And keep 1 on trucking. There's a drone here. Fantastic. So we killed something in here. Or so it said. I hope it wasn't the drone. Are you destroyed? I'm sorry, I wanted info. You're correct. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, what do you have here? Oh, you have teleport, do you? Well, that's going to change a lot of things, I think. That is freaking fantastic. I believe we can take bombs and stuff and probes and just teleport them into rooms and then teleport them out if we want. Not exactly sure of the syntax that would involve, but I'm rather positive that is something we can do. So, that being said, let's get, you know what, let's just take 3. Let's just be 3 for a minute here. And then we'll navigate to R1. Oh, no, there was something right underneath there. That does make me feel a little bit better. So let's close. Let's close some rooms. I want to open up some rooms and use the guns just to kill things, right? So let's get 3. Let's untow. Probably should push that back a little more. Let's drag you in the corner just so you're not in the way later, because knowing you will be. Sorry, Haley, nothing personal. You just look like you want to get in the way. I do like the fact that you can manually control. I like the fact that you don't have to. It's really cool having everything just kind of automated, but oof. Okay, so we want to close D23. We want to close D19. We want to, oops, D19. We want to, that should be good. Let's turn on the defenses. Let's open up D33, D30, 34, D13, D26, D24, and we'll see if anything just starts pouring into these rooms, right? D28, if I can't see my keys. Oops. R9 killed a room. Fantastic. D27. So that means with enough time, nicely done. The only room that we haven't opened up to is R15, right? So everything else has a way out to go exploring, if need be. But we can't waste too much time, because this ship might start breaking down on us. And I believe that is quite important to note. So let's take it slowly. I don't want to use motion because it's kind of becoming unreliable and it's just going to keep breaking on us. do T29. Let's be ballsy. Do T30. 30 T31. We'll close ourselves in here just in case things go really array. 29. But it's been a while since something's happening, so I'm assuming it's getting safer by the second. And you know what happens when I assume? I get bots killed. Particularly Brandon. So let's gather. Let's emote R12. Well, of course, I kind of wanted you to unremote R7. I assumed you would just undo that, but that's fine. R12. Alright, and that gives us power to the rest of the stuff, which is fantastic. So let's do T27. T26. And do T22. And we'll keep an eye out here. What's going on? We have clear vision of the other rooms, supposedly. Let's open up both doors. D35, please. Nothing's popping out of there, right? Let's turn the fences off. If everything's all dead, I don't want to leave those on, because I will stroll up in there and forget that I left it on. Be very sad. Absurdum will be very sad when I get my drone killed for no real reason. But that's every door open. Nothing's leaping out on the radar that's coming at me. So I say let's get gathering. Let's do this. Oh no, I lost video. Oh shit. Oh no, what did I do? Was there a security drone in there? Why wasn't it being detected? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I don't know, but whatever it was chewed right through him, right? That wasn't just me. Generate 2. Oh god, is it worth it? I want to get him out of there now, right? But it's got to be dangerous. 31. He's my only guy with he's my only guy with motion. It must have been a turret or something that I didn't have access to. Whatever it was, like, destroyed it instantly. Yeah, there's a turret over there. Right? Oh, that sucks. Four rooms found. Okay, that's not incredibly helpful. Please don't do that. Please just don't. Cannot tow drone Brandon because it was destroyed. That's very sad. Did we take stuff? Can't even take anything. We just lost everything on him. That's really sad. It's very sad. So I think he's my only drone with gather, which makes being here a lot less. I mean, we kind of don't really have a whole lot of point in being here now, right? Oof, God, this game's gonna be rough. I mean, I feel like we've already discovered all the rooms. I don't know why I keep saying that if you're not going to tell me anything about them, right? Ah, shit. I believe that is the sound of the ship breaking, which means I'm taking too damn long. An R9. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Stuff to gather. I don't want to gather because I can't. Oh man, this is becoming very high stress for me. Keep it cool, Absurdum. Just... crap, that is happening very quickly. So there are no drones in here to tow. That's what I'm really looking for, right? It's just something I can bring with me. Radiation is flooding very quickly. T27. T27. Run. You know what are you doing? Sorry, D28. No, just hit. And just get them all out. Mass evacuate. That is going poorly. It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Brandon. Let's leave. No, we lost a drone. We gained a drone. We hurt a drone pretty intensely. We lost motion. That hurts. That hurts me right in the gonads. But we did pick up a drone. I mean, there's something to say about that. And the drone does have teleport. Oh, we don't have a gather, so we're gonna have to create one. No, we don't have motion though, man. That's rough. That is rough. So let's see what else can we do. I'll see, we might have to scrap some of these in parts. I mean, we don't need this many. Okay, so let's do all of those. What does that leave us with, right? Because we want to make a new gatherer. We need a gatherer. What's the point? What's the point of all this if we can't gather things? Let's take a look at our drones. These two are not healed, but we don't really have the luxury of repairing them. We could repair them minimally and hope that we don't get them destroyed. But if they do, they're gone. They're just gone. On the other hand, it might be worth scrapping them. Especially Tim. Tim's kind of weak. It's tough calls, man. Let's get out here and look at our drone configs. Interface is getting broken up. Generator pry, probe. So let's get you down. Let's get you actually, I changed my mind. Let's get you stun. Stun has a high chance of not working. Let's get you teleport. You don't need teleport because you're broken. Generator, you could teleport things. And things of that such. I don't know if stun would be better. Drops approximately stun mine. How long does it stun them for? I don't think that's so helpful. Now that we don't have a way in there to see what's going on, I kind of feel like that's a problem. But we could always teleport probes in. That might not be a poor idea. Holly, you're going to be pressing going out. Activate sonic pulse that repels. Getting threat. Let's give you that, just in case things go awry. We'll give you gather too, because you're going to be our scout or gatherer. You, sir. You'll keep it in face. I think we might have to roll just like this for a bit. Keep those other two repaired, unrepaired. And let's see. Interface is getting a little broken. Ooh, to repair costs 10. Oh my god. Sonic. Add 2 probes and 2 scrap. Repair. Greatly increase probe HP. Probes have stealth? Well, that seems like an obvious choice. Why wouldn't you want that? Does the stealth not last forever? There must be something to that I don't understand. Either way, I think it's something that we've kind of have to do now because we have no way of telling what's around without just throwing ourselves in there and finding out. And that is, of course, not really what we want from life. Well, either way, that's where we are for right now. I think we're going to take a break from here. I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. I want to get going because I'm about to do a live stream of the Battle Brothers No Shields challenge. So I don't want to spend too long doing this episode is basically what I'm getting at. But so far, System 2 is being a lot rougher to us than System 1 was. You know, once again, mostly my fault, I'm sure. But I hope you guys are having fun anyways. Who knows? Tomorrow could be the last episode. Or, you know, the next episode could be the last episode. I can't promise it's going to come out tomorrow. But it could be a little rough. But I think we're getting the hang of it. It's been a lot of fun either way. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.